Okay, hi everybody. We are live here at the Big O. We are watching the Terminal City All-Stars take on the Victorian Roller Derby League. My name is Dr. Jenny Fever. I'm going to be with you on Boutcast along with my good friend here.
Bulldog.
Right
How
on.
y'all doing? And we are off to a bang, and by bang I mean Kim Jana getting banged with a major penalty. She is in the penalty box. First power jam for Victorian Roller Derby League. Mad Mel Arena on another scoring pass, racing past Eve Hollows and gets a grand slam.
That's a bit of a rough start for the Terminal City All-Stars, but Victorian is really taking advantage of their power jam situation. Didn't quite see the call that happened there for Kim Jana to get her major, but...
Okay, and I believe this is her third scoring pass. Mad Mel Arena battering past Kim McKenzie. And Victorian Roller Derby League already 15 points ahead. Kim Jana still in the penalty box. Unable to make a move until that minute is over, and another grand slam. 20 points for Victorian Roller Derby League. And now Kim McKenzie going to the penalty box to join. Well, no, Kim Jana released from the penalty box. So Terminal City will have an opportunity to try to match some of these points, but Mad Mel Arena coming around again. And it's another 5 for 25 points in the first jam, and Kim Jana going to the penalty box again.
Looks like back blocking. Wow, that is a rough start for the Terminal City All-Stars. They have 3 people in the box already.
And Mad Mel Arena not quite on a record-setting pace, but already first jam out, 30 points ahead on a 7th scoring pass. And time, well, I heard a lot of whistles. I thought they were calling time, but now time officially out. And it is official, 7 grand slams for Victorian Roller Derby League right off the bat.
That is a strong start for Victorian, a bit of an unfortunate start for the Terminal City All-Stars, pulling in all of those penalties. And it does look like there's actually some penalties on the board as well, too. So once those girls get up, they're going to be filled in.
Well, you know, Terminal City's probably sitting there thinking, as soon as we get a jammer out there, you're in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to come after you here. But again, our Victorian skater is out. That is G-Banger busting through that front line. You could see the 2 girls just falling off to the side there as G-Banger makes her way through and puts another grand slam on the board for Victorian.
Terminal City just crumbling. They have a full penalty box right now. Oh, but a little glimmer of hope. G-Banger going to the penalty box for Victorian Roller Derby League. It looks like it's going to be a swap out, but Kim Jana standing up shortly before G-Banger reaches there. So G-Banger has almost a full minute.
Yeah, almost a full minute. Yeah, she is going to be playing just a little bit less, but this is the opportunity that Kim Jana is going to be looking for. And it looks like all of we still have 1 TCRG blocker in the box, but Kim Jana looking to take those points off the leads and put some points on the board for TCRG.
Well, at this point, I think Kim Jana will be just happy to get to skate a full lap around the track without going to the penalty box. There she goes, gets out. That was her initial pass. Now on a scoring pass, back and forth. The flying nunchucker. That's number 72 for Victorian Roller Derby League. Did a good job of slowing her down, but Kim Jana coming through a grand slam, putting points on the board for Terminal City, and now a second scoring pass. Calamity Mame and the flying nunchucker double teaming her, holding her almost completely stopped, but Kim Jana, a tremendous fight, gets out of the pack. She is not lead jammer, though. She was attempting to call off the jam, but no, that was G-Banger. G-Banger was already lead jammer, so Kim Jana, a mental error there.
Yeah, that's very true. Kim Jana's lucky she didn't get a penalty off of that one as well, too, actually. So G-Banger still, I think she was in her scoring pass when she got called out, so she should be able to be putting some points on the board for this pass as well. But that is the full 2 minutes of that jam, and Terminal City going to be happy that they have some points on the board now, but Victorian also able to get some points in that jam, so we're up 44-10 in the first 5 minutes of this game. 13.
Okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Another, so 13 points. 3 scoring passes for Kim Jana from the penalty box. but that was 9 points scored by G-Banger, including a minute in the penalty box for her.
So it looks like we have Swish Caraboom up on the line for Victorian Roller Girls. She's going to be jamming up against Lulu Demon. Lulu Demon is probably excited to be starting a full jam, but it is Swish Caraboom, not lead jammer. It looks like she did not do a pass there, so she is not lead jammer. So that is still an opportunity for Lulu Demon to come out of the pack with the lead jammer status. Victorian Roller Girls doing a great job of the defensive blocking here.
That's right, Bebop Alula and Tui Lion, the two Victorian Roller Derby League.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite roll off the tongue. I'll get used to it. But they're holding her back. Lulu Demon struggling, and here comes Swish Caraboom on a scoring pass, but gets a cutting the track. Oh. It's going to be another power jam for Terminal City.
That's a harsh call there for the Victorian team. Terminal City and Lulu Demon up on the track. Another blocker went off to the penalty box as well there too, so Lulu Demon only has 3 blockers on the track, and here come her All-Stars cohorts to come and clear the track a little bit, try and get Lulu Demon those points on the board. Nice blocking there by our last Victorian.
Tui Lion holding the line. Finally knocks Lulu Demon out of bounds, but she went out herself, and Lulu Demon able to escape the clutches of the pack. But that was her initial pass. And now Tiger whiffing with a hip check. Lulu Demon able to slip behind her and picks up a grand slam for Terminal City.
Looks like Robinson's on her way to the penalty box there, so we've got, and there she's going to be joined by Flower Power. So Lulu's defense is a little bit lacking at this moment, and that blocker, Tui Lion there, does a nice job of holding that front line. She is an impressive blocker.
That's an excellent positional blocking from Tui Lion of Victorian Roller Derby League. See, got it at the time. But now Lulu Demon on another scoring pass, running into a solid 3-wall. Tiger smash and pop and Tui Lion, and time runs out for Lulu Demon. She does get 2 more points on the board. And that brings us to 25-49 so far, Victorian in the lead.
Nice work there for Terminal City. They're going to be happy to have some more points on the board. Victorian really showing strong with their defense today. They've been running really, really impressive lines on there.
And a lot of penalties on both teams. I think so far Terminal City has borne the brunt of the penalties, but there's been quite a few penalties. I think 2 power jams for each team so far. And that
is Skate Bush there for the Victorian Roller League. She is out as your lead jammer, but
Ruby Rib Crusher going to the penalty box. That's going to make it a 3-on-2 pack advantage for Victorian Roller Derby League. Skate Bush coming in on a scoring pass, whizzes by a pack that is not even looking. That is a tiny pack. Jamie Edgar all by herself against Calamity Mames, the Flying Nunchucker.
And right in that corner there.
And Perky Nana for Victorian Roller Derby League. Now Kim McKenzie joining forces with Jamie Edgar at the front of the pack, but Skate Bush slowing down finally. Kim McKenzie holding the line, but finally runs out of room. A grand slam for Victorian Roller Derby League.
Yeah, we've got our TCRG jammer sitting in the box. She pulled herself a forearm penalty. Meaning Skate Bush up at the front of the pack takes a big hit, but Sophie Robinson gets hit out. She's going to start from the back again to try that pass.
Skate Bush taking another run at it. Now Flower has to drop back. Kim McKenzie one-on-one with Skate Bush, and once again runs out of room. That passive offense becomes a game of attrition at the front of the line. Of course, the jammer just constantly trying to make any forward progress at all, knowing that eventually the referees will call out of play and she'll get a free pass.
Yeah, Kim McKenzie pulled a penalty right at the end there, being a little bit too far ahead. That's definitely one thing that I've noticed about these games here at the Big O is that our refereeing is top notch. Like, they do not miss anything as they're going around, so they see all those penalties as they come in. But we are in a timeout for TCRG, I believe, is pulling in that timeout.
That's right, Coach Mac the Mouth probably trying to pull his team together. They've been getting so many penalties. Right now, still 2 blockers in the penalty box. That is Kim McKenzie and Jamie Edgar. right now for Terminal City. But Victorian Roller Derby League, I was saying both teams were getting penalties, but Victorian Roller Derby League has gotten significantly fewer. They've both gotten quite a few, but Victorian Roller Derby League has managed to be at full strength for the majority of the game by my unofficial tally, I have to say.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh, here we have Aveda Perot up on the line for the TCRG. That is her first appearance on the line at this whole tournament, actually, and she's jamming against Mad Mel Arena.
That's right, Mad Mel Arena jammed first for Victorian Roller Derby League, in the first jam, that is.
Yeah, I believe that's her first jam tonight. Victorian, of course, joining us from Australia. I think we've got a couple of international leagues here at the tournament, Victorian, and we've got also London team for the men here as well.
That's right, Matt, that first jam, of course, being a 35-point jam, more than half of the current total for Victorian Roller Derby League, almost half of the total points scored so far. But it looks like both jammers, it's a race to the penalty box. Mad Mel Arena isn't aware that, I don't think she's aware that Aveda Perot is right behind her.
No, I don't think she sees it.
No, she sits down just ahead of her, so it's going to be about a 4-second penalty for both jammers. That is an instant swap out.
That's not so bad if you're Oh, Aveda crashes into the back of the pack. I think she's going to get herself another tripping major out of that one. Mad Mel Arena trying to fight her way up at the front, and she finally is able to make it out. She, of course, is not your lead jammer, so we're going to be playing a full 2 minutes on this one.
That is very unfortunate for Terminal City. They gave up 35 points on a power jam in the very first jam. Of course, Kim Jana going to the penalty box almost immediately, and then as soon as she came back in, getting another penalty. And so Mad Mel Arena on her way. This is only her first scoring pass?
This is this is her second scoring pass. She got a grand slam in the last pass. Kim McKenzie.
There we go. 10 points so far.
Yeah.
Now she's way off pace. She has very little chance of matching that 35 points in the first jam, but still she's already in double digits. On her third scoring pass, Kim McKenzie holding the line, but once again, finally forced to back off. 15 points so far for Victorian Roller Derby League, and still the passive offense. The pack trapped in turn 2. Mad Mel Arena into the pack a fourth time, stopped by Buffy St. Fury, and now gets a back block major. She's going to go, and it looks like Aveda Perot already standing up in the penalty box. So she is released. This will not be a jammer swap out. It is now a 1-minute power jam for Terminal City, but only seconds, not even any time left on the clock.
Just gave Aveda enough time to pull up to the back. We've been finding it's that hockey stop that they're doing when it comes to when their jammers are hitting the back of the pack. Happened a couple times to Lulu Demon last night as well too. She tried to pull a hockey stop on this floor and ended up tripping and pushing into the pack and getting a tripping penalty, and that is exactly what happened to Aveda in that last one as well. So we'll have to see if they're going to keep doing that on this floor or if they're going to try and enter the pack differently.
All right.
But we've got 2 Victorian roller derby players in the penalty box. Oh, we have an official review going on.
That's right, it is.
You will be able to tell the answer to that review on whether she stays in the box or leaves it.
Okay, it sounds like we have an official review. Victorian Roller Derby League exercising their one official review for the half, and they are challenging was it a back block or a low block?
It was called as a back block,
okay.
yeah.
They're challenging the penalty that was assessed against Mad Mel Arena, the jammer. And she is also joined currently joined in the box by Tui Lyon, a voracious blocker, a point person for Victoria Roller Derby League. She's been so tenacious with that positional blocking, so agile.
Yeah, she's been an amazing front blocker. That was just like, she was holding off all of the jammers by herself at the front there. She's been a really impressive player. And I like that that's her real name, Tui Lyon. Don't need a derby name when your real name is that awesome.
That's right. That's right. Actually, I think all of the Victoria Roller Derby Leagues are using their real names.
Oh, really? Oh,
yes,
that's fantastic.
Ruby Rib Crusher.
I really hope
From
someone
the long line of Rib Crushers.
Yeah, Bebop Alula.
Yes.
I really like if that was her real name.
That's right. Her family migrated to Australia in the early 50s, I believe.
Yeah, the Bebop Alulas
Yes,
are
that's right.
big in the tiki scene.
Actually, most of the Terminal City skaters are actually skating under their civilian names, as I prefer to call them. But no, we're still waiting on the result of that official review. Looks like Kim Jana is getting ready to jam once again for Terminal City.
Yeah, she's up on the jammer line. Again, of course, our Victorian Roller Derby League skater is in the box, but let's find out if she's going to stay there or not. Rock, our head ref, is coming out to give us the answer. Let's find out. Oh, no, Rock's just holding the mic. He's going to give it to... So Victorian, of course, this is not their first game since landing in America, this fine country of America. They played Rose City last night, actually, so they've come off a game from last night, had to travel down here and get set up for this game today.
Okay, the call stands.
Yeah, referees have decided that call is the official call, and the Victorian Jammer is going to sit in the box. This is a good opportunity for Terminal City. They are going to definitely want to take advantage of this power jam to try and get themselves a big bunch of points on the board to cut down on that lead. We've got almost 20 minutes left in this first period, though. I think we're definitely going to see a lot of points on the board for both teams.
So it will be a power jam for Terminal City. They are at full strength. The Victorian Roller Derby League down one blocker. 4-on-3 pack. Jim Jana makes it look easy. Gets right around the flying nunchucker to claim lead jammer. And the pack has not even moved past the jammer line. Has not even moved out of position. Kim Jana forging ahead. This time the flying nunchucker able to knock her down briefly. But Kim Jana springing back to her feet. Knocks her down again in turn one. But Kim Jana, relentless, comes back out again, gets a 5-point grand slam, and the flying nunchucker going to the penalty box. Tui Lyon, though, has rejoined the pack, so it's once again 3 blockers for Victoria. And that smash and pop hitting the deck as Kim Jana knocks her down on her way by. 10 points so far for Terminal City. Kim Jana coming in a third time.
Kim Jana using that amazing footwork to try and get everybody through there. Oh, our coach is unhappy, but I think Kim Jana able to put 10 points on the board in that jam.
And I believe it looks like the jam referee is holding up 3 more points. So
oh,
I
fantastic.
believe it is 13-point jam. There it is.
Oh, and another one. One more just to talk. Oh, great. I called it. One more. There it is.
Yeah, man, if we get this Terminal City may win the game by the scoreboard operator.
We have not paid them. I love this move that Terminal City does when they have a penalty, a jammer, and the other jammer in the box. Is once the whistle blows, all of the blockers pull back, which makes the other team not able to go forward and hit the Terminal City jammer. It's a really nice move.
Strong blocking from Rocky kept Lulu Demon in her initial pass until Mad Melorina got in. Lulu Demon did get out of the pack, though, in time to claim lead jammer. And now completing her first scoring pass, 5 points. Mad Melorina still, she's just getting knocked around like a pinball, but now finds an opening, gets past Sylvie Robinson, and completes her initial pass. Lulu Demon into the pack on a second scoring pass. Squeezing up the inside, Buffy St. Fury was screening for her, but now she's on her own. Rocky, 1-on-1 with the Victorian number 77. Another scoring pass completed, 4 more points. I believe it was 14 points for Terminal City.
I believe that's how many we got in that jam there. Nice work for Lulu Demon, so that brings Terminal City's points up. 47. So it looks like, well, we've got Lisa Suggett sitting in our penalty box, but we've got all of our Victorian blockers back on the track. That's Bobby Beveridge lining up for the Terminal City.
Bobby Barbaric versus G-Banger.
G-Banger
gets out first. Just a stealth move up the inside. Slides right by Kim McKenzie. She is lead jammer, but here comes Bobby Barbaric getting out of the pack as well. Jamie Edgar going to the penalty box for Terminal City. That's going to make it a 4-on-2 back advantage for Victorian Roller Derby League. And G-Banger comes through and forges ahead past Kim McKenzie, calling off the jam. 4-0 Victorian.
Nice pass there for the Victorian team, putting another 4 more points up on the board. We do have just half of our first period left here. And Terminal City back with 2 blockers in the penalty box. I think that's Swish Caraboom back up on the line for Victorian. She's going to be jamming up against Aveda. Aveda got herself a couple of penalties the last time she was up on the line. I know she's going to want to pull through cleanly this time. Really strong blocking at the back of the pack there by our Victorian girls. Aveda pushes her way, still trapped behind those players. And then meanwhile, Swish Caraboom able to come through as your lead jammer. Oh, Swish Caraboom easily through the pack. Terminal City didn't even really seem to see her out there, but that is just Buffy St. Fury holding down the front of the pack now until Lisa back on the track with her. Victorian jammers come into those walls really hard. They really push up into them, forcing all the other girls ahead, but that is another 5 points on the board for Victorian. Yeah, that was a nice hit by Buffy, but I think she just got herself a forearm major, so she is joining Flower Power in the box. And I did not see what happened, but Aveda Perone in the penalty box.
Yeah, she actually got a penalty about 30 or 40 seconds ago. There was a lot going on the track, so it was easy to miss. But yeah, she's been in the penalty box, so Victorian's been on the power jam. It should be, there it is. She's just stood up, so less than 10 seconds left.
Nice work. Swish Caraboom calls off the jam just as Aveda is standing. That's 2 trips to the box for Aveda, and both times that she has been up on the line.
That's right, but we're just over halfway through the first half, and Victorian Roller Derby League already past 100 points. Terminal City less than half of that so far.
Victorian blocking has been stellar in this first half. They are really holding down the TCRG jammers.
That is right, and there, Tui Lyon, a standout blocker for the team. I mean, Victorian Roller Derby League has a strong blocker lineup, but I have to say Tui Lyon is one of my early favorites in this game. Skate Bush going to the penalty box, so it's going to be a power jam for Aveda Perone. Aveda Perone, of course, standing up in the penalty box with just about 3 or 4 seconds left, but now on the power jam. Completing her initial pass, she is lead jammer, but now facing that solid blocking wall of Victorian Roller Derby League we've seen, but she slips through, finds a tiny opening in the center of the track, gets past Ruby Rib Crusher, and gets a grand slam for Terminal City. Terminal City now back to full strength as Buffy St. Fury rejoins the pack. But that 4-wall back and forth, Aveda Perone not finding any opening this time, but now forces an opening, gets past Jilly Pepper and Smash and Pop, but clipped just in time by, guess who? Tui Lyon.
Nice.
Tui Lyon saving the day for Victorian Roller Derby League and shutting down this power jam for the most part. Aveda Perone finally, after a big struggle, that entire pass, she had to fight for every single inch, but she did get it. But that's 10 points for Terminal City.
Nice work for Terminal City there. Tui Lyon being a really strong blocker, but has made a couple of trips to the penalty box already. I guess when you're such a forceful blocker, that does give you the chance to hit the penalty box. So she's going to have to watch how many times she lands in that box for this game. But we've got Kim Jana up on the line with just a few seconds left in the Victorian penalty as she is standing in the penalty box. I believe that was Skate Bush who took...
Skate Bush jamming for Victorian Roller Derby League, already standing up.
Nice work for Kim Jana. Breaks through easily as your lead jammer, but Skate Bush back on the track.
Kim Jana trying to sneak through, but Rocky was able to tap her and did identify her, but Kim Jana able to get through.
Nice work by our TCRG blockers there as that really slowed down Skate Bush, allowed Kim Jana to go through for 2 passes before Skate was able to get through. Kim Jana takes a big hit out by Calamity Mame and had to start behind, but decided to call off that jam. But that is a couple more points on the board for Terminal City.
That's right. I believe it was a 7-point jam all day for Terminal City. Score now 64 to 103.
Nice.
Just 10 minutes left in the half.
Looks like we've got ourselves a timeout, Terminal City. I'd like to take this moment to say hi to our good friends in Canada. All my good friends in Canada, thank you so much for tuning in today. Hi, Russ. Hi, Ed. Bulldog, what have you thought of the festival so far? Festival tournament. You enjoying the tournament?
I just got here this morning, but and I came straight here and I called the Humboldt County versus Sin City, which was, well, it was just short of, like I think I said before, it was just short of being a nail biter. It almost came down to the very last jam, but Villain Thomas of Humboldt County just came. She was lead jammer and just ran out of time with only 3 points behind Sin City. So Sin City was in the lead, in command most of the game, but Humboldt County almost pulled back, but ended up losing by 3 points. So and a fantastic start to my tournament. But like I said, I just got here, and this is the second game I've been able to watch. I've just done back-to-back games so far.
Fantastic. So we have Mad Mel Arena jamming up against Lulu Demon. We still have 2 TCRG blockers in the box. Tui Lion has just came out of the box to join the rest of her blockers. But bad luck here. Looks like that's a back blocking for Mad Mel Arena, which lets Lulu Demon on a power jam, but she still has to get past those blockers at the front here. But she does it, gets herself lead jammer.
That's right, Victorian Roller Derby League sending their jammer and a blocker that's the Flying Nunchucker to the box, but now Terminal City matching with Sophie Robinson and Jamie Edgar. So it's a 3-on-2 pack advantage. Lulu Demon battling ferociously, tooth and nail, but Tui Lion guarding the inside line, and now Lulu Demon going to the penalty box. So it's a jammer swap out. So about a 30-second power jam by my unofficial reckoning. Mad Mel Arena now the sole jammer on the track for Victorian Roller Derby League. Gets past Megan Griffith.
Yeah, it looked like she really wanted to give her some chase there, but realized that she was too far out of play and wasn't able to do it. Sophie Robinson back on the track now, so there are at least 3 TCRG jammers, but that is no pack.
Lulu Demon back in action, so both jammers on the track. Oh, Mad Mel Arena inverted
nice.
And shoulder checks, takes down Lulu Demon.
Nice job of getting Lulu Demon swallowed back up in that pack there. That was a really nice offensive move by Mad Mel Arena, but did not take Lulu Demon that long to get out of that pack, but Mad Mel does have about half a track ahead of Lulu Demon. Mad Mel Arena, the first jammer to hit the back of the pack again. This is a really fast-moving pack on this one as well, too. Mad Mel gets really, really low. Sophie Robinson tried to lead up a hip there, but didn't get much traction in that hit.
I think she was in stealth mode because she was coming around the outside of Megan Griffith. Megan Griffith looking over her left shoulder to the inside, did not even see her. So low was Mad Mel Arena, Victorian Roller Derby
Yeah,
League.
she was practically bent in half there.
Showing some skating skills for the ladies in blue. I should mention Victorian Roller Derby League, of course, in blue. Terminal City in red.
We're just hoping everybody knew that for the first 13 minutes of this game. And we've got G-Banger back up on the track. She is jamming against Bobby Barbaric. I love that
I
her
just
name
like
is.
saying that name.
I know. It's so awesome, too. And that's her real name as well. And it's almost as good as what her old derby name used to be. So
G-Banger is lead jammer. Bobby Barbaric leaps to the outside around Calamity Mame to escape the pack as well, but about a half a lap behind G-Banger.
Oh.
And now Calamity Mame crumpled on the track. We're going to have the medics come see her. But the jam called off due to the skater injury.
took a bit of a tumble there with Scarlet Bloodbath. And Scarlet able to get up, but we'll have to see what's going to happen here to Calamity Mame.
So that is Calamity Mame of Victorian Roller Derby League right now, being attended by the medics.
Seemed to be focusing on her knee there. I think she might have taken a hard fall.
Possibly, but On a technical note, this is the jam was called due to injury, so Calamity Mame, of course, is prohibited from skating in the next 3 jams according to the rules.
It's always at this point where I think that's probably, they don't want to skate for the next 3 jams after this.
Looks like Victorian Roller Derby League taking the moment to work on strategy. Calamity Mame in good hands. We have some fine medics here. Okay, well, that's good news. Calamity Mame looking much less distressed than she was just a moment ago.
Yeah, most definitely.
So-
She's sitting up now, so I think they're just...
The scoreboard clock frozen at 7 minutes 26 seconds in the first period. And the Victorian Roller Derby League at 114 points, Terminal City at 71 points.
Yeah, Terminal City really focusing on fighting back and staying. They obviously need to stay out of the penalty box, but they've had some really strong jams for this last second half. But looks like we've got Calamity Main's taking off her skate here. I think they're a little worried about getting her off the track.
Right, but they haven't immobilized it, so
Yeah.
so that means that there is no concern that there's anything broken.
Nice.
So-
And getting helped off the track by our referees here. So it looks like she is going to be able to sit these next 3 out, and we'll have to see if she's able to come back in, if that is it for her for this game. It was a pretty big hit. She took a big fall down at kind of right here in front of us in the broadcast booth. So she's going to get looked at a little bit more. Well,
Yeah, I have to say it's probably early to say that we're not going to see her, because I've seen skaters take some really tough hits
Yeah.
that you think they're just going to go straight to the hospital, and then they come back in 10 jams later.
if I came
but
halfway across the country, I'd totally want to play as much as I can.
Well, also, I mean, these are just tough athletes
Yes.
out there, and they came here to play the sport. They know they're playing a full contact sport, and they're in it for the long haul. You know, they're not gonna let an ingrown toenail or anything less than a full-blown injury stop them from joining in the fun. And there goes Swish Caraboom out quickly for Victorian Roller Derby League to lead jammer position. Evada Perone struggling at the front of the pack, knocked to the side by Tui Lyon, but she absorbs it, drops around, gets past the flying nunchucker to complete her initial pass. But here comes Swish Caraboom into the pack on a scoring pass, stuck behind Megan Griffith. Megan Griffith gets swept aside. Swish Caraboom gets past Jamie Edgar and completes the pass, calling it off for 4 points. Victorian Roller Derby League.
Sure, Veda Perone is happy to make that through that with no penalty. She got banged around really hard in that one, but she was able to come through clean, and so we do going to have both jammers starting again, which is nice to see. And that is going to be Kim Jana jamming up for the TCRG.
It's a G-banger.
G-banger.
That's right. It's not G-banger. It's G-banger.
G-banger.
That's right. Kim Jana knocking up against G-banger, but finally slipping around the outside, getting lead jammer for Terminal City.
Used those fancy feet and turned herself 2D and slipped around the side. Some big hits by Suggett, but it looks like she's getting called off for that one for out of bounds. We did have a clear box there for a few minutes, but not so much anymore. Kim Jana took a few bangs around there, but called it off just before G-Banger was able to come into the pack, so I think she was able to put some points on the board and keep Victorian at their 118.
That's right, holding Victorian Roller Derby League to 4 points in that jam. Skate Bush returning to the track as jammer for Victorian Roller Derby League, and Lulu Demon jamming for Terminal City. Looks like 3-on-3 in the pack. Bebop Alula in the penalty box for Victorian Roller Derby League. Lisa Suggett still in the penalty box from earlier. A scrum start. The jammer, both jammers leaning in and immediately surrounded. Lulu Demon falling down but popping back up. But there goes Skate Bush getting out of the pack. Noah cutting the track, gives a power jam to Terminal City. Lulu Demon now in complete control. The only jammer on the track and lead jammer. The pack stuck and turn 2. Bounces right through Jilly Pepper and number 24. It's there somewhere. Ruby Rib Crusher. The only 2 blockers on the track, Ruby Rib Crusher and Jilly Pepper. Not able to stop Lulu Demon. Jilly Pepper making contact, but Lulu Demon deftly dodging around. 5 more points. Lulu Demon comes in again a third time. Jilly Pepper matches her to the outside. No, sorry, that is Ruby Rib Crusher, forcing her out of bounds on the inside. Lulu Demon has to recycle back, but now a burst of speed, and she dodges around Ruby Rib Crusher to complete a third scoring pass.
Nice work there by the Terminal City and not allowing the blocker who hit Lulu Demon out to get back very far. So Lulu Demon didn't actually have to go back all the way to the back of the pack. That was some nice awareness they had there.
And Lulu Demon calling it off. 3 more points. I believe 18 points for Terminal City, or was it? Or was I off by 1?
No, I think you're right on that. We'll see if the clock believes that as well too. But we've got just 3.5 minutes left in this first period. But an exciting period. Lots of penalties. But oh, there we go. There's our points. Bobby Barbaric up on the line. Nice work there. Able to slip by Tui Lion. I think they were expecting her to go back inside, but she comes on the outside and is able to make it through that pack. But that is a long, drawn-out pack as Bobby comes back up to the front, tries to get past Tui Lion to do another scoring pass.
Skate Bush back in the action for Victorian Roller Derby League, but Bobby Barbaric claiming a grand slam. Skate Bush whipping around the outside, forced out of bounds by Flower. Flower has to recycle all the way back behind. No, she is going to the penalty box.
That's a multiplayer block going on there that she got. I think she held on to one of her other players when she tried to do that pass, so she got herself a multiplayer block, and this is definitely an advantage for Terminal City. Been on a bit of a roll here, so we're going to have to see if she's going to be able to pull in so many points here. Oh, nice work there. Went to the outside, jumped back into the inside. Nice work for Bobby Barbaric.
That is a slightly risky move because if you are completely off of the ground in the air and you initiate contact with another skater, that is a major penalty. No flying hip checks or shoulder checks for that matter.
Yeah, that is very true. And easy to land hard and fall or take a hit just as you're landing. So that was a risky move, but it definitely paid off for her. It looked awesome, too.
It always looks awesome, yes.
Yeah. Oh, there's some big hits going on in the back. Buffy St. Fury headed to the penalty box, but Terminal City able to put a big grand slam on the board and call off the jam just as the jammer for the Victorian League is standing in the box. So they're going to be able to start this next jam with an advantage, but it looks like, I think we might have... Oh, no, we've got the Victorian coach up in the front, but it looks like he's walking away. We're just in an official timeout right now. Nice work by Terminal City. They have closed that gap like you wouldn't believe. There is only 7 points between Victorian and Terminal City now. Great work for the Terminal City Jammers.
That is remarkable, but now Terminal City has taken advantage of several power jams in a row, and that has been the story that to bring Terminal City back into this game. They were behind, I believe it was at one point 103 to 57. I think that was the largest lead, the largest deficit.
Yeah.
That would be 46 points. I think.
Head math, nice.
Yeah, that's right. Head math. Approximately 46 points, almost 50 points behind, and now only 7 points behind. So Terminal City fighting back. Obviously struggling, and they're still, and I can't even attribute it to getting less penalties because it seems like they still have that as many players get in the box as or a steady stream of skaters going to the box or trickle. I'll say it. I'll give them a trickle. But really, right now in the last three jams, I believe that Terminal City's jammer has spent about 3 minutes in the penalty box. And there it is, Skate Bush standing in the penalty box. I mean, she has less than 10 seconds. But there goes Evita Perron, a burst of speed, takes her past Ruby Rib Crusher to complete her initial pass and clinch lead jammer just as Skate Bush re-enters as jammer for Victorian Roller Derby League. Evita Perron on a scoring pass, and now it almost looks like she forgot she's the jammer. She's almost blocking more than she's jamming. But now forging ahead, stumbles, gets knocked down. Tiger has position on her in the inside. Now Perky Nana, an interesting name.
Yes.
Holding on, Perky Nana in the center, backed up by Tiger, Ruby Rib Crusher, and Smash and Pop. But she gets 4 points for Terminal City, and that is going to narrow the gap to just 3 points with less than a minute left in the half.
Oh, that is so exciting. Fantastic work by both of our teams. It looks like we still have a couple of Terminal City blockers in the box for what's probably going to be, I'm going to go right ahead and say the last jam of this period. Who knows how that is going to work, but that is Mad Melorina back on the track. She's going to be jamming up against Kim Jana. Of course, all our Victorian blockers up there, so that is going to be a bit more of an advantage for Mad Mel, but Kim Jana, she's got those tricky feet.
That's right, Kim Jana facing some solid defense. The Flying Nunchucker, Rocky, Jilly Pepper, and the other one. Oh, Tui Lion. Tui Lion. How can I forget? Tui Lion holding back Kim Jana. There goes Mad Melorina around. She is already lead jammer and now on a scoring pass. Kim Jana getting shut down. I am not used to seeing Kim Jana so effectively blocked. The Terminal City jammer. She is normally just one of the most effective skaters on the track on both teams. But Victorian Roller Derby League seems to have figured her out.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of a confusion there between Mad Melorina and Flower Power. Flower Power did hit Mad Mel out, went out of bounds herself, but Mad Mel wasn't quite sure if she wanted to take the chance and enter back in. I don't think she saw Flower Power go out, so she did let Flower Power get ahead of her and came in behind her, even though she could have just kept on skating in that one. But I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. You don't want to pull a penalty right at the end. So nice work there for both of our teams. We've got a score of 118, 115. Nope, sorry. 123, 115 as we go into a 15-minute halftime. That has been a very exciting game.
Yeah, it looked like it was just going to be a complete shutout, or the roller derby equivalent of a shutout.